how sad you are.
I'm exhausted. And I haven't even done a fourth of this.
Done.
I feel like I'm trying to do a little bit too much right now, and because of that, things are starting to get really disorganized around here. So I bought a cute planner, and I decided that today is the day that I'm going to get my life back together. Right now, I'm in my sewing cottage, and this is where I run my dressmaking business. I've been sharing this space with my flower seedlings, and I'm starting to feel really overwhelmed with all the stuff going on in here. So I made myself a list for today. I need to get these seedling shelves out of here and into the attached lean-to on my sewing cottage. And thankfully my husband offered to clean this out for me. So as he does that, I'm gonna cross something else off the list today and collect some duck eggs. Next on my list is starting as many seeds as I possibly can. My goal is to start 44 trays of 160 seedlings each. That's the amount of trays that will fit on my seedling shelves now that they're empty. Am I going to complete this? Probably not. Probably not in one day because I think it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon already. So the likelihood of doing that is slim, but we will still try anyway. Today I'm starting a succession of lemon and cinnamon basil, zinnias, gomphrena, statice, asters, dahlias, sunflowers, and some snapdragons. We're gonna take a little bit of a break right now because Steve just told me that he found Toady, our garden toad, in the garden, and every time we get a chance to see Toady, gotta take a break and see Toady. Well, first show us what you just planted. What'd you plant? Whoa. It's pretty cool. What is it? Status. Very nice. Looks so good. Where's Toady? Oh, Toady! Hi, Toady. You made it out of the ranunculus. Hi. Oh, I don't want to scare you, but you're so cute. Hi, Toady. Hi, Toady Toad. Are you having a nice day? Did you get him wet? Aw, did you have a nice sprinkle? Oh. You're so cute, Toady. Alright, I'll put you down. I'll put you back. Bye, Toady. Got one more status to plant. What time is it?
4:45.
Oh, wow. We've been at this all day. This is what we just put down the other day. And we're hoping it will look like this. We're going to put down some annual ryegrass as a cover crop for our walkways. And a good walkway for our ducks so that they can start foraging down here and we can rotate them. Yeah, I think this is going to look really cool. How long?
65 feet?
65 feet long.
70 feet?
70 feet long, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 70-ish foot rows. That should hold a couple of flowers. Probably not enough. Checking on our second succession of ranunculus. Oh, and then speaking of ranunculus, we are starting to get our first little bulbs on our first succession. Let me go show you before I go to the ranunculus. Look at all of these pretty sunflowers. These are just sunflowers that I started just for like decor around the flower farm so that we could have some flowers that we don't have to cut and I won't feel tempted to cut because they're just so pretty. I love them. And also look at these lisianthus. Wow. So this is the first year I've ever grown flowers specifically for cut flower gardening. And this is one of those flowers that everyone says that you really should buy plugs for professionally because it's so difficult to grow and they take so long. But here they are. They're doing really good. I'm expecting to lose about 30% to fusarium. That's what everybody says. But my hopes are still high, and honestly I'm just really thrilled that they even look like this. So even if they all die, at least I can say I started some. I hope they don't die. Coming down here, I know that we just took like 20 detours from the ranunculus, but that's all right. Look at these snapdragons. So this is my first succession of snapdragons. And in 7B, this is like what, the first week of May, a flower farmer should have these already. And you know, all of these flowers should be blooming and ready for Mother's Day. But since we decided to start a flower farm in January of this year, I'm thrilled that we even have something that looks like this. Mother's Day is next week. Am I hopeful that we're going to have as many flowers as we initially thought? No. But we will have flowers at some point. And we have farmers markets lined up, and you know, there's a lot to be thankful for, even though it's not going as great as it will next year. And then in the snapdragon patch, well, this is just one snapdragon patch. We have at least 4 more. You see this there? That's not a snapdragon. That is a sunflower, and I let it continue growing because it was just really cute. I just couldn't pull it up. We had a giant sunflower here last year, so it's probably from that flower. And then here are the little duckies. Oh, They've been splashing around in water all day and now they're just enjoying the relaxing time. Right, here is my itty bitty ranunculus box. Okay, so bear in mind I decided to do ranunculus way later than I should have, so I think I might end up having to put like shade cloth over my ranunculus, because in my zone we really should have ranunculus already. But like I said, I'm just thrilled that things are growing and that we are going to get flowers at some point, hopefully. We have some really pretty, like creamy yellow white ones, some pink, if that will, yep, there we go, some pink, purple, got some really nice dark purple ones. Oh my goodness, these I think are going to be some of my new like favorite flowers. I was not a big fan of the tulips this year because of all the dirt that you have to like wash the tulips after you harvest them. So I think next year we might try and grow them hydroponically. But these I think are going to be my favorite spring flower. They are so beautiful and so easy to grow. So I've done a couple of trays now with my mini soil blocker and I kind of want to try a new method. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit quicker and get more seedlings per tray. I'm just feeling a little bit lazy. So I plop some moist soil into my tray, pack it in real good, and then I use my mini soil blocker to kind of like make indents into the soil to create individual cells. The thing that I don't like about mini soil blocks is that they seem to dry out really quickly under grow lights, and I have to water them every day. And since my space is not super level, I have to take each individual tray off of the seedling shelf and like hold the tray and make sure that the water is getting to every single mini brownie so that it all gets like the same amount of water. And at first this was no big deal, but now that I have plants at every stage, inside and outside and in the ground, I'd like to save whatever time I can so that I can enjoy things a little bit more. My theory is that if the whole tray is a soil block, like this new method, I'll retain moisture a lot better. So that means more even germination with less work and less daily watering. After doing a couple of trays with this new method, I am so in love. I'm getting about 210 seedlings started each tray, and it only took me about like a minute, less than a minute, to set up the tray. Obviously it takes a little bit longer to put the seeds in the tray, but overall I am so happy with this method, and I think that this is the only way I'm going to be starting seeds from now on. I think I'm going to call this method the giant brownie method because it looks like a giant brownie. Alright, well, I've been told that it is dinner time. I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I'm working on 19, so I'm gonna finish 19. 19 trays in less than a day. I would say that I started around, honestly, I don't know what time I got out here. Okay, so my tip for doing anything monotonous like this for a really long time, like starting seeds, is getting an Audible account and listening to audiobooks all day. I honestly think that it is like the key to being super productive when you are, you know, like you need to just like sit down and focus, but you're not like a focused kind of person. Today I'm reading Tower of Dawn and I'm almost done with that and I'm so excited to move on to the next book. But anyways, that's like a big tip that I have. Alright, it has been about 4 days since I started seeds and my husband and I cleaned out my sewing cottage, and just like look at this. The amount of space I have in here right now is amazing. Amazing. I feel like I can do all the activities. Before I end the video, I want to show you something I'm really proud of. This is my eucalyptus. Oh my gosh, and it actually smells like eucalyptus. It smells so good. This is baby blue? Something about baby or blue, I'm not sure. Take a look at that. Oh, I actually have the name. Silver Dollar. It has nothing to do with baby blue. Wow, look at that. I need to put these in the ground soon. Yeah, I decided to do eucalyptus super late. I already bought all my seeds from Johnny's, and then I'm like, you know what? I really, really love bouquets with eucalyptus in it. And I heard that you can overwinter them here in Zone 7B, so I'm gonna try it. And, what is that? That literally looks like half of a spider, half of an ant. I don't like the way that ant looks. So this is the lean-to closet on my sewing cottage. Alright, so this is typically where we keep our duck food and like supplies for our ducks, but we decided to clean it out so that we can turn it into a seedling starting area, just because it's going to be a lot more efficient and just better for me when I'm working in my studio. But it's been 4 days since I started the seeds. It's Thursday today. I started them Sunday afternoon and they are already looking so good. Let me show you. So I didn't label any of them because I was just feeling a little bit lazy, but I know what they are based off of what they look like. I just don't know what variety they are, so that's fine. But this is Status. The Status is looking... No, this is not Status. That's Gumfrina. Oh my gosh, look at me. I know what they are. These have to be zinnias because they popped up and they're like huge already. I think I did a couple of trays of zinnias actually. We have some itty bitty basil, lemon basil started over here, but you can't really see it on camera. It's very little. Snapdragons are definitely looking good. I can't believe all of this germinated in 4 days. This is pretty crazy. And I don't put humidity domes on my seed trays just because I cannot mess with saran wrap at all. I don't know how people reuse saran wrap and like take it on and off every single day when they're doing their seeds. I don't have the patience for it. So I rely on really moist dirt, and it seems to have done really, really well. These look like asters. I think I did like 6 or 7 trays of just asters, and I need to do at least 13, 14 more trays of asters just because we have so many seeds and they are an incredible late summer, early fall flower, and we have tons of farmers markets in October and stuff, and they will be like the perfect flowers for that. After I took this video, I compared the zinnias that I started using the mini soil blocker in the traditional way to the zinnias that I started using the giant brownie method. And I had a higher rate of germination, more even germination, and the seedlings are a lot bigger on the giant brownie method one. And that is pretty cool. So sometimes laziness is not a bad thing after all. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you have a super nice week. Bye, friends.